KNXT Los Angeles.
I'm a housewife and a working mother, and I take Geritol. You see, with the kind of day I put in, I have to take really good care of my health. So I try to get my rest and exercise, and I take Geritol every morning.
Geritol, to be sure you get enough iron and some very important vitamins.
I do a lot for my husband and for my children. Geritol is one thing I do for myself.
Now you can get special savings on Geritol at stores where you shop. Try Geritol soon and save.
In a land where only the rugged survive, people can't afford to trust their luck, which is why it pays to depend on Quasar. The new Quasar, with its Service Miser chassis, is built to last and give you the kind of picture you're looking for.
It's cold outside.
Quasar, built to make it in the cold, cruel world. Quasar! You can depend on Quasar.
Mr. Coffee announces the end of coffee waste. Introducing the new Mr. Coffee with its exclusive coffee saver, so you don't waste coffee by making extra. 10 cups to 2, Coffee Saver automatically raises the grounds to the perfect brewing height, even for just 2 cups. You get great taste without waste. So end coffee waste. Incredible new Mr. Coffee with Coffee Saver. Great coffee taste without coffee waste.
Mrs. Tanya Molam of San Francisco opens her mouth for milk.
When you're around 15 or 16, you kind of stop drinking milk and you go into the soda pop stage, I guess. And for a couple of years, I didn't drink the milk, and I refused to drink the milk. And then when I became in my late teens, I realized that I was losing out on a very good thing, and I decided that I'm going to go back to milk. And sure enough, I came back towards it, and I'm glad I did.
Polaroid has made its finest camera even better, the new SX-70 Alpha 1. It has all the spectacular SX-70 features. For instance, you can get this close with the Alpha 1 without a special lens, while this is the closest most other cameras will let you get. Some of the news? A monitored flash and the new super clear SX-70 film for even better color. Polaroid's new SX-70 Alpha 1.
7 a.m. Kellogg's Rice Krispies starts a busy day in Jimmy Cochran's cereal bowl.
It's talking to me.
3:37 p.m. Rice Krispies has an after-school job at the Myers place.
Hey, marshmallow trees.
12 midnight. Rice Krispies is working late as a bedtime snack at the Kazarinskis. Most cereals go to sleep after breakfast, not Kellogg's Rice Krispies.
Don't let it sit in your cupboard.
For the second half of the Carol Burnett Show.
Sunday, Kojak tracks a child molester.
Now, what do you mean, molest?
Then Delvecchio hunts a car thief turned killer.
These guys are pros.
He's gonna hit me! Double action drama.
Tomorrow night on CBS.
Hi, I'll be doing your tune-up. Oh, you notice my badge. Mr. Goodwrench isn't my real name. That's Bob Selby. But I'm proud of what this badge stands for. It means I know your GM car. It also means I have genuine GM parts, designed especially for GM cars. Thanks, Jimmy. Hey, why don't you grab a cup of coffee over to the customer's lounge? Tell him Bob Selby sent you. Mr. Goodwrench.
KNXT Los Angeles. The second half of the Carol Burnett
Show. When a letter from far away brightens your day, you'd like to answer as soon as you finished reading it, while what you want to say is still fresh in your mind. You know, if you put it off, you might forget about it. But these days you've got your hands full and letters take time. Pick up the phone and answer with a long-distance call. When you owe someone a letter, long distance is the answer.
This is Daytona's famous drive-on beach, where you can see orange juice from Florida isn't just for breakfast anymore.
I really love it in the afternoons, and it's real cool and refreshing.
Any time of the day, it's a treat, and I know it's good for me, too.
Orange juice is sunshine in a glass with all its healthful vitamin C. And it's 100% pure. Nothing's added.
Back home in Kentucky, we drink it anytime because it is nutritious.
Orange juice from Florida. It isn't just for breakfast anymore.
Presto. Presto.
It's the Presto Burger, electric hamburger cooker. Broils a juicy hamburger in about a minute.
Presto.
No splattering, no smoke. Cleanup is easy. Just wash and wipe.
Presto.
A hamburger in a minute for snacks, lunch. Anytime anyone wants a delicious hamburger, fast.
Presto.
The Presto Burger, an original from Presto.
Special dinners is an everyday dry cat food. I wonder why they call it special dinners.
Oh, they call it special dinners, 'cause this is what we found. There's dinner on the inside and special all around.
I get it. Delicious and crunchy inside, that's the dinner, plus a tasty coating of milk flavor all around, that's the special.
Oh, they call it special dinners, 'cause this is what we found. There's dinner on the inside and special all around.
Special dinners.
There's dinner on the inside and special all around.
You want to start something? Get Ray-o-vac heavy-duty supercells. A 2-horse cowboy can keep going far longer. And Ray-o-vac heavy-duty supercells can keep going far longer, too. Here's proof in this life chart on the label. Shows it can last more than 2 times longer than ordinary batteries for only pennies more. So if you want to start something, get Ray-o-vac!
1 ounce of whole wheat total has 100% of the recommended daily allowance of all these important vitamins and iron. I'll pour this leading natural cereal. Stop me when you think the vitamin value equals totals.
Stop.
Not yet.
Now?
Nope.
You're kidding.
It takes at least 16 ounces of any of the leading natural cereals to equal the vitamins in 1 ounce of fortified total.
That's some difference.
That's the total difference.
If there's one thing that can bind our country together, that can make us have hope again and faith in the future, it's a president who's in touch with the American people. Such a man is Jimmy Carter.
We've seen walls built around Washington, and we feel like we can't quite get through to guarantee the people of this country a government that's sensitive to our needs. And if there are things that you don't like in your own government, if we've made mistakes that you don't want to see made again, or if there are hopes or dreams in your own lives or in the lives of your children that you'd like to see realized, I hope that you'll join me in a personal commitment to change our government for the better.
There's a dream of a country wide and bountiful. There's a song of a city on a hill. There's a feeling of a nation proud and beautiful, the reflection of its own good people's will. If you see the dream, America, if you hear the song, America, if you feel this blessed liberty, 200 million strong. If you see the dream, America, if you hear the song, America,
There's only one person in this nation who can speak with a clear voice to the American people. There's only one person in this country who can set a standard of ethics and morality and performance. There's only one person in this country that can call on the American people to make a sacrifice and explain the purpose of the sacrifice. There's only one person in this country who can answer difficult questions or carve out bold proposals for giving our people services that they need. There's only one person in this country that can root out discrimination and hatred and divisions in our nation. There's only one person that can speak for our country with a bold and compassionate and an honest voice to the foreign community. And that person is the president.
There's a dream of poor no longer hungry. There's a song of the old no longer alone. There's a brotherhood of children proud and wondering as this miracle of freedom marches on. You can see America, you can hear the song America, you can feel this blessed liberty 200 million strong. You can see the dream America, you can hear the song America, then here is where your heart and mind belong.
On November 2nd, vote for Jimmy Carter.
This is CBS.
Robbery suspects hold 5 hostages for an hour tonight in Inglewood. South Korea reportedly paid up to $1 million to U.S. congressmen in the 1970s. President Ford is in Los Angeles for his final campaign swing through the West. SC and UCLA scored big wins on the gridiron and will introduce you to the Wasps, the women pilots of World War II. These stories and more next on the news.
On November 2nd, we're faced with a dangerous proposition. It's Proposition 13, the dog race gambling scheme. It was put on the ballot by promoters fronting for Eastern gambling interests, and it would guarantee them lifetime control of a billion-dollar dog racing syndicate. No wonder Governor Brown says 13 has an unsavory odor. 13 won't reduce taxes. It will cost us millions in lost revenue and added law enforcement expenses. If the promoters win on 13, the rest of us lose.